Hey guys, Max from Max Welds here. Today we'll be working on an attachment point of a John Deere tractor front end loader. I found a ATV plow not too long ago and I want to use that on our John Deere. So let's get into it. This is our John Deere 1023E. We have a front end loader onto it, and this is the current use of our forks, but I want to fabricate something that'll lock into these pins and those bars right there so we can use our plow. Here is the plow that I currently have. Everything from those 2 points down is part of the plow that I found on the side of the road. So I previously chopped them off and built this 3-point structure to fit into the part of our forks attachment that had 3 mounting holes. But the issue is you had to take off the extremely heavy forks and then bolt this into the 3 receiving holes, which is just not as easy as using the traditional quick connect as every other attachment has for the front end loader. I have some inch by inch square tubing, and then some larger, thicker walled round tubing, and then some round stock. We are going to start with the pin on the bottom bracket, so we have to measure it out, then go over to the bandsaw where we are going to cut it nice and square. Then going to grind a bevel on the edges so that we can get a nice solid weld in there. A test fit to make sure that we have the right length, and then to find the placement for our pinhole. Tacking them together vertically, I can drill straight through with a few bits. And then do a nice little chamfer on the end so the pin has better alignment. Next, we are going to kind of build up a jig so that I can get the right distance and orientation of these pins on that bottom bar so that they line up with the existing pinholes of the tractor. Tack welding these up to make sure that we can get the right placement. Test fitting them. Looks good. Now we're going to preheat and put in a couple of welds. I'll do a nice first pass, grind it away a little bit, and then do a cap at the end. Test fit looks great with the pin, slides in. Now taking the round tube that we have, we are going to cut those in half with the plasma cutter. Grind the edges, and use as our top bracket. Now we are going to test fit everything to see what our measurements are and how everything looks. Now we need to measure the height between our top and bottom bar. Test those out by just clamping and then putting it up, seeing if everything lines up. Cutting our vertical bars, need to make sure everything's square, and then back to the bandsaw. We are going to clean up those edges, making them ready to weld. Same with that bottom bar. We are going to align everything, making sure that it's square, and then we're going to tack it all up and test fit it. Everything looks good. Let's tack on the top part. I'm adding these thicker bars to allow a little space for our large welds for the pins, as well as just a little wear in case this piece gets beat up. One final test fit, then we're ready to weld. With the frame pretty much built, I added some wear pads for some spacing as well as just preventative maintenance. I've got everything all welded up, nice and beefy. Now we have to lift the old plow, put it on the table, and grind away the old mounting points. We are ready to test fit and tack weld the new frame to the existing frame of the plow. Let's get this thing off the welding table and on the tractor. This is what we are looking like. Mounting points there and there. I added a PVC pipe so I don't cut up the blacktop on our driveway. It is adjustable but manual, so you have to lift this up and then you have 5 or so angles, but again, it works out pretty darn well for anything you need. That's the snow plow. The modifications from the old way we connected it to the new quick connect features for the front end loader. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I do still have to give it a nice primer and then a enamel spray paint coat just to seal everything off. But I'm feeling really good about this, and it's snowing outside, so now it's time to go plow. Thanks for watching.